Hey guys, it's me, Yoshman4321. I'm here to explain to you how you can connect your Wii controller and more to your computer. So let's start up. First, you're gonna need some sort of USB or Bluetooth controller, like a Wii Remote with its nunchuck, or classic controller, or an Xbox controller with the USB. Anything basically. It has to be a console controller though. Don't think you can plug in like your phone charger and make that something. No, it has to be a real game controller. Next, you're gonna have to get Bluetooth. If you don't know if you have Bluetooth on Windows, I know at least, if you go to the bottom right corner of your screen and hit the arrow that's pointing up that looks like a triangle, if you see the Bluetooth logo, then you know you have it. If not, there's a link in the description that will send you to a website where you can purchase it. You also need to get GlovePIE. I have GlovePIE 45 and 40. Just saying. You really only need to get one. The last thing you're gonna have to get, which is optional, you don't have to get it, but they're two candles. These two candles represent LED lights that they put into the sensor bar. So when you point to your Wii Remote at the sensor bar, it appears on the screen. They were trying to make it not a light source, but that was the only way Nintendo could do the sensor bar. But yeah, just two candles that are a distance away from each other, because in the middle, in between the two of them, that's your sensor bars. That's your invisible sensor bars. It's the light. But let's start off. First step, you need to download GlovePIE. I recommend getting GlovePIE 45. I have both GlovePIE 45 and 40, like I said before, but you really only need 45. I just got them both because I didn't know which one to get. But it says that GlovePIE 45 has Connect support, which is why I got that after I found out, you know. Next thing you're gonna need to do is you gotta go to your Bluetooth and open it up. And when you get to Bluetooth devices, you have to go to add a device. Then you can hit 1 or 2 simultaneously. And once you've done that, I'd say in 30 seconds, there should be something that pulls up that's called Nintendo RVL CNT01. If that doesn't appear up in 30 seconds, I recommend flipping your Wii Remote over and I'm sorry, I have a throat. My throat is a little sore. Wow, words. Okay. And you just need to hit that red button on the bottom to connect it if you're having a hard time. But once it pulls up, you need to double click on it. It will ask you to select a pairing option. You need to select pair without using a code. And then it will add the device, and then your Wii Remote is installed onto your computer. Next thing you're gonna do is open up your GlovePIE, which for GlovePIE 40, it will be called GlovePIE Bird 5DT. If it's GlovePIE 45, it's just going to be called Pi 3. So yeah. But open it up. I'm just going to use GlovePIE 45 just because. Now, when you open up GlovePIE 45, it might ask you if you want to run it. I don't know. It says like, do you want this software to make changes to your computer? I think that's what it says. Just say yes. It's not a virus. I've done this several times. have it opened, and what you gotta go to, man, I've been saying a lot. You just need to go to GUI, which will be right next to Untitled, and you need to go to Detect Output to emulate. You gotta, when you click on that, you can click anything on your computer. You can click anything on your keyboard or anything on your mouse. I'm gonna hit the left key on my mouse. So it's popped up, it says the output device is the mouse, and it says the left button. Next thing, you gotta go to Detect Input, and then you can hit any key again. I'm just gonna hit the left key again. Once you've opened it up, there will be an input device, and it will say mouse, or it will say keyboard if you hit the keyboard, or whatever. You can open that up, and then it will have tons of selections of things you can choose. I'm going to choose Classic, which means Classic controller for the Wii Remote. So I'm just going to select Classic. Once you've done that, you can go to where it says part of device, and then you can change it. It originally said left button, and now it says A, which means on my Classic controller, when I hit A, it will be my left key on my keyboard, not keyboard, on my mouse, because out on the output device, I have my mouse and it's selected on my left key. And on my input device, it's selected on the Classic controller. And when I push A, it's going to do the left key that the mouse originally did. Once you're done with that, you can hit Apply. Then you have to go to Untitled. Now, something really stupid about GlovePIE is when you try to save this, it will crash. So what you have to do is highlight all the text when you're done making, you know, all of the controls you want to do on your keyboard, on your controller, which I'm not gonna go ahead and do all the controls because I don't really feel like it, because I've already done this before. This is very simple. But once you've made all of your controls in Untitled, you just have to highlight them all, right click, hit copy, or you can do Control-C, and then you have to paste it in some Word document. You can use WordPad, Word document, like I said, anything basically. I'm going to do Word document, but you paste it, and then you can go ahead and go to File and Save. So later, if you're going to have these same controls, you can just open up your document, copy, and then paste it into GlovePIE, instead of having to, you know, remake everything. But once you've done that, you can go to GlovePIE, hit Run. Well, before you hit Run, actually, you gotta make sure your Wii Remote is turned on. The way you can find out about that, the way you can figure out that is if it says Player 1, which means that the left side on the bottom of your Wii Remote is turned on, it's lit, and if you have an Xbox controller or a USB thing, you should be able to figure that out. If you don't, you can always contact me by PMing me or saying in the comments. But once you have your Wii Remote turned on, which I did have a hard time turning it on because it always shut down. It does take a few tries to do it. You just have to basically go through the installing steps again. But if you need help, just contact me, like I said. But now you can hit Run, and you can see that, you know, I'm going to test it out. I'm testing it out, and yeah, I'll just be quiet right now. My A button should be the left key, so when I click on something with the A button, it should work. So now you see that worked. It worked. Round of applause. Woo! But yeah, it worked like I thought. Sorry, I'm picking something up. But it worked. So, you know, yeah. If you're having a hard time and you don't understand what I'm talking about, I will personally, I will go step by step in a different way to explain it, a way that's probably more complex. No, you're already struggling. A way that's probably a little more detailed. So if you need help, I'll just be a little more specific on what I'm trying to say. And you need to tell me where you're struggling. But also in the description, I will have a link to an online game called BFDIA 5B, and I'll also have what you need to copy and paste into GlovePIE under Untitled. So if you copy and paste that in and then hit run and then play BFDIA 5B, your controls will be set. So yeah. For the classic controller, I will say that. I always set it up for the classic controller. I will probably add on to what's in that description with more controls later on, but for now, you know, I've been Yoshman4321. If you need any more help, please ask. And I'm gonna say bye.